everyone, we are on a little adventure today. We've been getting a lot of viewers, but throwing out some great ideas for more vlogs. And we had a suggestion for a cool plant. We are here in downtown Luthersville, Georgia. Really small town, beautiful town. And there is an Agave Americana plant, and it only blooms pretty much, she turned there.
I can go up there and turn her.
It only blooms pretty much once in a lifetime. Here's the little downtown. Not much here. Great little restaurant called the County Line. Give them a shout out. They also own a wedding venue here called Parker Place. Give them a shout out here in Luthersville. A couple of great places to look into. But we're going to find this plant. It only blooms once basically in a lifetime. And this woman has had this plant for 30 some years. We're gonna go meet up with her now. Her name is Miss Jackie. Tag along as we see a blooming Agave Americana in downtown Luthersville. This time of year in Georgia,
There they are. There's two right there.
that's the one that's about to bloom, isn't it?
It is. Once you go past it.
Now there's a lot of strawberry farms in this part of Georgia. We're in Meriwether County. There are strawberry farms and blueberry farms, and right here is a muscadine scupperdine farm. We may come up there when they get into season. It's a you-pick situation. You can buy them already pre-picked. But we are looking in this beautiful little town of Luthersville for an Agave Americana plant that is blooming. Extremely rare thing to see, and it's happening right here in Georgia. One of the networks is coming out to talk to Miss Jackie on Friday. This is Tuesday. We're sneaking out here ahead of them, and there it is in her yard. Let's go get a closer look. Great. And point at Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, how long have you been on this property?
Just about 49 years.
Okay, while we're in the shade, you want to tell us, here, come on, I'll hold it for a minute.
No.
You want to tell us a little bit about the plant?
Maybe in the late 80s,
Right.
when she worked for Bob Alum Company, this boy that worked down there, he brought 2 plants, and nobody wanted them, so she brought...
You remember how big they were at that time?
They were probably about 12 inches high.
Okay.
And you know, the blades stuck out. Nobody else wanted them, so she brought them to me, and I planted both of them. One died, and then that one.
And this is the first time, and that was about 30 years ago, you were saying, that they brought the plant home, and it's the first time that it's going to bloom ever.
Yeah.
And you're aware that after this,
It'll die.
it'll die. So its main job is an Agave Americana. That's what it's called, I believe. Is that true?
I'm really not sure. I tried to look on the internet.
Yeah, we did some research. And
and
then in Florida and other places, they also call them millennial plants and century plants because of the fact that they only bloom really basically in a lifetime, maybe once, twice in someone's lifetime that they have these plants. And once it blooms, the plant is done. And that's and some people think they're kind of an obtruse, you know, they don't like the plants necessarily because they're pokey, as you'll see when we get over there. But they're kind of a cool plant to have in your yard.
Oh yeah, there's something different.
Something different, something very
in
tropical.
Florida, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere in Florida. All right, well, let's go see her blooming Agave. It only happens once every 30 years, 40 years.
Yeah,
It's blooming.
somebody called me this morning and said they looked up and they thought it was a Neo Mexicano.
There's several on the internet that we saw, but there's one that actually folds over almost like a ribbon.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
those look really cool. They look more like a desert environment, perhaps. But and this one's going to get even higher, but it is starting to have the flowers on the top. And then, hey, you know, if you'd like a baby, it's going to produce babies, and that's the whole point of the flowering.
Well, now I've got what I call teenagers.
Okay.
2 teenagers on the other side.
Right, right. And on the internet they call them pups.
Yeah, that's what somebody said.
Yeah, yeah. So she's got some babies. So let's go check it out. The camera up. On Miss Jackie. She's got a lot of different things getting ready to bloom. This garden is about to go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Get a picture of her lilies there, Cooper.
Right there, the flower.
Go walk over and get a picture of the flower.
Walk over there.
And I'll get you a business card. Do you enjoy history?
Right now, follow this way.
So a lot of
Mommy's turn for a minute. Let Grandma do it. Here.
Sally, those pups aren't pups anymore. They're full-grown dogs.
They're big ones. She calls them teenagers, she said.
Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah.
She's got some beautiful flowers. And then here we are. All right, everybody, let's make guesses on how tall this is now. You think
20 feet?
20? At least, I think 20.
Probably more than that.
I'd say 25.
And it will continue. Now, so when did the stalk start up for you? When did you initially know that it was starting to bloom? How long ago? Can you remember?
I'd say 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, and it just started the little stem?
Well, it started, see, I thought every one of these little things might have a bloom. But then all of a sudden I saw it sort of leaned out.
Right.
And I kept looking, and then Friday, now this was last Friday, that shoot was up.
Okay.
The bloom was down in that, I'm going to call it a blade. And then by Sunday, the little bud or bloom thing was shooting out.
Wow.
That's how fast it's growing.
And now,
They say it grows about 2 or 3 inches a day.
2 or 3 inches a day is what we were seeing. So it could easily get even higher before it stops growing up. I don't know how high this one will go, but it's not done yet. So we'll come back by again and watch the growth, but it is shooting right for the sky.
When did you see the stalk start?
You know that stalk shot up, I mean, like overnight.
Oh, really?
I had no idea.
Wow. And now Miss Jackie thinks it looks like a giant asparagus. It does look like an asparagus. That's funny.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I cut all this back because that freeze we had Christmas.
Right.
It's the first time it's ever been damaged. And I cut all those back.
Well, it's got a pretty good spot here. It's taking up a lot of territory.
Actually, like you.
Oh, it came all the way. Well, you can tell where some of the blades laid. See, that's how far out it came.
They say you got 30 feet.
Yeah. Let's see. We can walk around here. But
You go ahead,
have
Lily.
to watch because the dog I had before this one.
I'm videoing. No, I'm videoing where the blades were laying before she had to cut them.
Cool. Get up close to it too. Look how thick those leaves are. So it's in the aloe vera family,
So that's not your boat.
and there are uses.
No, that's not my boat. See, here's a pup here.
Yeah.
See, it's hard to get them out. That's why these have grown up like this. Actually,
This one could bloom too before. You okay? Oh, okay.
run away. See, now here's a baby on the
Yeah, I've seen that.
You can't get, you'll see them, but you can't
Mama's
get,
protecting them.
yeah.
So this is like, these are big ones too though.
Yeah,
How long ago did you plant those two?
those are ones
You know-
that came up voluntarily.
Yeah, they came up. That's the mama. But
The
I don't
babies.
know.
That's the pup. That's the grandbabies.
Yeah. I don't know. I wished I had known how long these, well, that one particular thing was.
How hard was it to trim those, cut those back? Those pretty tough?
Not when they're green. Now, when they get like this, that is horrible to try to cut.
Oh, like
That is tough. It's like that. It's got fiber. It's all. It's got all kinds of stickers.
Yeah.
Here, let me see what she's doing.
See, I read somewhere in some of these plants, I guess they take these at a certain point and dry them, but they make sandals and baskets and all kind of stuff out of it.
Yeah, it's in the aloe family I was reading. And I think there are some medicinal things people do with them as well.
Wow, these are sharp.
Wow.
Sharp.
Oh, yeah. And see these right here? It's like a saw.
Yeah. That sharp teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, these weren't hard to cut. I used a little hand saw and cut them. But now when they get like this, I have used everything when they get like that and try to cut them because they're hard to cut.
Wow.
They're tough.
Wow.
And see, they have this, look at this, all the blades when they're new, they have a design in there.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Now, how are you going to feel when it dies off? You're going to miss this plant you've had for 30 years?
So she's got bunch of more
Got-
growing.
You got 2 more. So
Mhm.
you'll just take care of the babies after this. And wouldn't that be something if one of the babies blooms as well sometime when you're still
Well,
around
I'm
to
80
watch
years old, so I don't think I'll see.
You never know.
Huh?
You never know.
No?
That baby looks big.
And once this one
Yeah,
goes,
that one over
they'll
there
really
looks
get
big.
big when they have some
I
space
believe it'll grow
probably.
again. I believe it'll grow.
What's this, Lily? Ask me what that is. That's kind of cool.
What's that?
Let's see.
That's kind of a spiky thing.
It's a desert thing. Let's see, agave and, oh gosh, can't even think.
Well, that's cool. Oh, honey, guys.
It's real.
It's real. Yeah, it's real.
Real. I get.